folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of a Let's Play Sid Meier's Civ 4. As the Ottomans, we're playing with the Better Bat AI mod. You can just Google that and you'll find it. So I took a little break, had a little bit of coffee, woke up, came back to the game, and realized I was doing everything completely wrong. So let's figure out, what am I talking about? It is often, oops, that's not the button I want. It is often very good to pick up literature and pick up the Great Library because the Two Free Scientists is excellent. Absolutely stunningly good. The problem is, you often want to build this in your capital. You want to kind of focus your great person production. And the problem is, my capital, now that all the forests are gone, has no real strong production. It can produce 9 hammers. Oh, we do have a couple of forests there, so we can actually get a couple more chops, although considering maybe chopping out the settlers. And anyway, what I was saying, all right. We only have one opponent that we know where it is. It's the Incans. They're actually already kind of leading the game. It would be nice to slap them down as hard as possible, as quickly as possible, and really put ourselves in a good position. We are playing as the Ottomans. We want to expand a lot. We've got to have a lot of room, and really we want to kind of expand in this general direction, to be honest. So what I'm thinking of making my change is, even though we've already sunk a bunch of beakers into aesthetics, is frankly just make the move over to construction and get some catapults going on, especially since we know we've got iron here, right? We can expand to here, get a foothold like right next to Incan territory. We can build swordmen, we can get some catapults going on, and we can just go on a rampage. This also means that we are free to actually use our religion. Why not? Let's stop playing this religion game. Everyone's going to hate us in the world, but damn it, that's just the way it's going to have to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send one of these axemen, actually potentially 2 of the axemen, to go and explore the Incan territory. Here, what are we going to do here? What do we have going on? We've got these 2 archers as well, which I might have forgotten about. I'm going to send one here. One is going to go there. I'm actually going to pull one of these warriors to do it there. So each one of these cities is going to have 1 archer, 1 warrior to keep it kind of defended. We've always got the opportunity of doing a upgrade on the workers, or sorry, on the warriors whenever we want to, either an axeman or a spearman or something like that, in case of emergency, so that's pretty good. We're going to move you there because it's where we're going to want to colonize. You have finished hooking up the cows, which is great. I'm long overdue. We actually have not great production in most of our cities, actually. That's actually a thing in the long term we're going to have to deal with. This is going to be a higher production potential city, except it's got no food. So it's actually going to be a relatively weak spot. Frankly, this place here with the Mao statues may actually be one of the better production places in the entire empire to start off with, which I don't like. It means that later on we're going to have a hard time executing this war if we don't sort of take action now that we can sort of feed ourselves on just forests, really. So we can do kind of an explosive start, and then that's it. So, getting the gold up is actually pretty good. Gold gives us a lot of commerce, which can convert into science, which is very good. Plus, it'll give us some more happiness. So, I'm going to do that. I've got a road here. Yes? Okay, good. So I can hook up the gold, and then just build a road, say, this way, which will connect the gold up to my network, and then I can continue the road out this way. I don't need the trade routes, but the faster movement is good. Also worth noting, oh, I can max this out now. In Civ 4, there is no upkeep cost on roads. So you can road every single tile in the game and feel really good about yourself, and I like that. So here, I suppose I did have a couple of forests left over. I might want to save my chops until mathematics comes in. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. You know what? I'm actually going to get rid of the scientists for now. Get the settler out faster. No, you know what? I'm going to finish this cottage. I sank the turns into it. We'll get the settler out because that's pretty handy to get going. But I think we're going to hold off on chopping anything else until we've got maths. Get you there. We're going to move you to the city spot. I'm actually going to literally have you stand on where we're going to want the city a little bit later on. You can go into here, here, and here, and just prepare to heal up. All right. Oh, you know what I should do? Now, you already hate me, so... And we've got no trades that we can do right now. Korea? Everyone's going to hate me evenly, so... Here, let's have open borders, Korea. Let's see if we can maintain some semblance of friendship. Some people are more bothered by a difference in religion than others. Some people are more religious than others, is what it comes down to. Like, if Isabella of Spain was here and we didn't have the same religion, it's like non-stop war until the end of the game. There's just no other way around it. But if we're the same religion, then we're best friends until the end of the game. And I like that. So we do have one more forest to chop down. I don't think I'm going to do that. In fact, I'm probably going to stop mucking around here. I'm going to go ahead and build the road up. Something like this. We can get the road going on there. Okay, that works. I could actually pre-road to the iron, actually. So, Incas founded another city. You sit tight there. There we go. Let's keep it moving. Lighthouse, no. Workboat. We do need another workboat down there. Plus, having one for exploration would be good, but it still doesn't feel like a great plan overall. Probably, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pop out a couple of spearmen. Do we have a barracks here? Yes. Okay. Yeah, pop out a spearman or two, because do they have horses? Oh, they do have horses. So they might be building horsey units. They don't have the iron. It'll be interesting. Did we know? Yeah, they've got axemen here, so they must have copper somewhere in their territory. Fortify. Oh, what am I going to do with my Confucianist monastery, or missionary? Do I want to spread this religion here for now? Actually, you know what? I'm going to save it, because we're going to want to insta-spread over here for the culture pop. Confucianism will spread here naturally at some point, no matter what, so we're okay. We actually could use a medic unit at some point, too, but I don't know what we're going to do about that. Okay, settler is good. Are we... Oh, we are preventing growth in places, huh? Now we can open that up. We could build more military units. We could get an extra workboat for this tile and also exploration purposes, which I like a lot. Or we could just keep pumping out military units at this point. We could also just get more happiness in our capital and grow the capital a lot more. We might want to put the scientists back now that we're not building that. Our growth is still good because there's such great food tiles. You know what? We're going to throw in the workboat. We're going to try to have even more growth here and really keep the specialist thing going as much as possible. Confucianism is spread. Good. And we can chop in a few different places. 20 turns of unhappiness, 22, 10 turns, which means we haven't whipped here yet. We definitely want to whip out the granary. That is fantastic. Christianity's been founded. I wonder by who? We don't need the monument here where the religion has spread, so we're going to be totally fine here. So the religion gives +1 culture all the time. And that's the thing. If you don't have a religion, each religion will contribute culture. So if you had 2 religions here, they'd be generating 1 each. And if our holy city... hold on, I gotta pick something. Do I want to go barracks and more military units? Libraries, well, there's not a whole lot of science that's going to be produced here for quite some time. At some point it will happen. You know what? I think we might go full barracks and just go nuts. We could save a little bit of money doing something like that. The monasteries are also good because of the bonus to science. Really quite strong. But no, we'll go full bore into this, actually. I'm okay with this. There was something else I was going to say. Right, so our holy city here generates 5 culture per turn. If this was a double holy city, it would be producing 10 culture per turn, assuming we didn't pick a state religion. As soon as you pick a state religion, only that religion contributes stuff, which is kind of interesting. But the advantage of picking the state religion is that you get happiness from it. Okay, the gold is hooked up, so let's go and start building that road. Keep exploring around here. Fortify, fortify. What were you doing? Oh, you were building that road. So we've got a road here, so we just need to keep going up. And you know what? We're going to build it through the silk. No, don't build it that way. The silk needs a road at some point. The Silk Road. So we may as well get that going. Of course, we still need calendar before we can do any of that. Does anyone have any tech at this point? Monotheism. Well, we don't have anything to trade for it. He has aesthetic, so that's interesting. But we're not going to get along at this point. Did I ever... I want to focus my spying for a little while on Ethiopia, just so we can get a military count of them, even though they're not the biggest threat. And I tend to forget to turn off the focus as well, which is not good. But you can head over here as well. Greatest civilization, wealthiest. Yeah, I do have a lot of money. And we are going to build in this spot right here, Ankara. Oh, he's got a little city there, which we might just burn down, for example. We do need more culture here to apply some pressure back. Once we get the religion going, it's actually not going to be much of an issue. And you know what? Actually, let's start with a granary. Top priority. He's got plenty of sickle as well. He does have the 60% bonus. It's not on a hill, which is good. In fact, we've got a nice hill here from which to launch our attack on his capital. That's good. Same thing here. Oh, we can get rid of this little sign. We don't have a good defensive spot to sit on, but the cities are going to be easy to take. We'll probably burn down the one on the coast and then just actually claim the others. We don't need to prioritize a lighthouse here, buddy. You're over-exaggerating. We can actually put spy specialists? Really? Is that the courthouse? Let's just put one? Oh, we can. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. I didn't realize that. We could put one galley for exploration. You know what? I'm going to do that. That's going to be fine. I often use a workboat for that because they're actually a little bit cheaper, but this will have a little bit more survivability. Oh, I can rebalance my spies now that I've got enough to be able to note the strength of Ethiopia. It's good to know that we have more strength than the Incan for now. Machu Picchu. And yeah, I'm going to rush spread Confucianism. It'll spread by itself, but this way we can get the culture going, which I think is going to be kind of nice over here. Mathematics is in place. Good. Which does unlock the Hammam, which is really good. Replaces the Aqueduct. Aqueduct normally just gives health. This also gives happiness. Very good building. Very, very, very good. I can't remember. Can I enter their cities? Yeah. With open borders, you can go anywhere. And there's no 1 unit per tile. Okay, so this is the copper. I wonder... Now, oh, and we can rush over here. You know what? It still has a bunch of unhappiness, so... actually avoid growth here. And here we go. If we can find a nice nearby spot just outside their borders, we could potentially even wreck their copper in the first turn of the war or something like that. Now, unlike Civ 5, that will not make all their copper-based units ineffective. It just means he won't be able to build anymore. So there's some value to that. Cancel deals with the Incans. Yes, I mean, you're not going to like me in the long run anyway. But I don't have to suck up to the Incans, so maybe we can still get something going on. Even though we're opposite religions. You know what? I'm going to make you a good deal in your favor. Mathematics is worth more than monotheism. Let's do that anyway. It does get you closer to catapult. And I don't like the fact that I don't like where you are. And I'm not switching to organized religion yet. I mean, I do have Confucianism everywhere, now that I think about it. And I am building some buildings. And what it does is it gives us a... It gives us a bonus to constructing buildings, which is pretty good. It does mean a turn of anarchy. And I want to keep slavery for now. I don't want to move to caste system quite yet. It's got high upkeep as well, so it's going to cost me more money. Actually, apparently it's going to cost 0 per turn either way right now. You know, maybe we will do it. What the heck? All right. You say you want a revolution. Oh, we got kicked out of the open borders. That's right, because we canceled all our deals. That's okay. We got our good scout. Done. Actually, we pretty much got all the info that we were going to need, so that's nice. No point in doing anything here. We could cut down the forest for production, but right now it's a pretty decent tile. What we need to do is get our iron hooked up. Top priority. Like so. It's actually automatically assigned a spy because it doesn't have any other good tiles to set up with the avoid growth going on. Oh, and being an anarchy, that's true. Should I build one cottage first? Let's go ahead and build one cottage for this place, and then we'll continue road down here. Although, we really need more workers, is what we need. Actually, before you finish the galley then, since I'm already got you on avoid growth, why don't you go out and put a couple of workers? And Istanbul, you're going to put out a couple more workers. Well, one worker when you're done the workboat. I think that's going to be really good. And we're going to turn off void growth. We'll kill 3 people. Get a worker out faster. It's going to be fine. This guy can regrow really fast. He's got a lot of food. It's fine. He was already at the happiness cap. This is why you use slavery. At some point, you get rid of slavery so you can get your cities really, really big. But for now, it's great. You have no upgrades yet. I'm going to give you a combat upgrade because at some point, I'm going to want to make you into a medic. You go and improve that. You are going to set up some farms for Gepid over here because it needs a little bit more growth. And Gepid can hurry those barracks. Lovely. May as well do that. Go and set up this farm. Go and set up those fish farms. 5 turns from construction. Barracks are done. Build me a second spearman. That way we'll have 2. And production speed will help. Right now he's just growing food here, but we'll get some things going on, some mines, especially once we get some farms going so they can produce a little bit faster. You go ahead and road. Actually, don't road. We will want the road for movement speed, but we need to get our mining and stuff up a little bit faster. Actually, getting those cows going will be pretty valuable. So, you know what? You go and do the cows right away. That'll actually be very nice. Inkins have got a pretty good score, but I think that's because they've got higher population cities. They haven't been whipping quite as aggressively, and we're going to be able to turn that around pretty quickly because I think we're going to be able to hit them like very hard, very, very, very effectively. It's too bad we didn't finish construction already right now because it would have been a pretty good lineup. You know what? Actually, 1 scout would actually be quite nice. I don't remember if I've got any more units buzzing around doing scouting. I don't think I do, though. So you... Actually, you can start on an archer. They're cheap, and then we can use them to fortify cities after we've taken them. That's going to be fantastic. Go ahead and start axing that. You start looking around. Okay, actually, I should have cut down my research a little bit here. Gotten some extra money. I mean, the overflow stays in research, so it's not lost or anything like that. I'm going to finish aesthetics just so that we can do a non-stupid trade or something at some point. And we're going to start building catapults. Knock this down to 0. I don't even care how long it takes. Well, actually, let's finish it in 1 turn. We might be able to do some sort of trading, and then we'll come back after that. Go ahead and hook up the cows, followed by building a road there. Good, we've got our iron set up. So now you can go and probably build farms here for Ankara. It's really going to need that kind of love. You doing that? You're not going to produce very fast. I mean, I could switch you to production focus, but at this point, actually, I think Istanbul, we may, and I think I've said this before, and then lied about it. I'm going to say we may want to let it grow to the cap and then leave it there. We're going to want to get out of slavery at some point, but not quite yet. It is going to let us rush the next war really, really effectively. And you know what? I think let me just whip it.
That is the faith that I am searching for.
So, these are all, there's a couple of good choices here. By picking up calendar, we can build our plantations. We got, like, on the silk, for example. A lot of value there. A mausoleum is fine, but not critical for us. We can certainly live without that. Monarchy, we don't need to be able to build a winery, but enabling hereditary rule is absolutely what we want to do when we want to get out of slavery, because hereditary rule means that every unit stationed in a city gives +1 happiness, so it's like military police. So the combination is you get rid of slavery so that you're just going to enable your cities to grow, and then you get hereditary rule so that you can keep your cities from rebelling. Oh yeah, they've got this thing here going on. I'm just going to turn on all techs because I find it very weird and inconvenient the way they've got it set up here. That's a mod thing. Actually, the Colossus would be very good if we build that little coastal city. But we've got to stay focused. Colossus would be stupendous for us, for lots of reasons. For lots of reasons, it would be really good for us, but we've got to stay focused. Do we need currency? Money's going pretty good right now. We are going to expand a whole bunch in a second here, so funds could get a little bit rough, but we also have a lot of cottages. As long as our population cap is decent, we're going to be okay there. Do we want to get the Great Library at some point? Well, it would be nice, but I think we'll live without it. It might be better to get metal casting, although I think we'll probably just get beat to that. I think at this point, what we'll do is, I'm sure the AI's got Monarchy, doesn't it? I don't remember. Scout is done. Build a catapult. Oh. We've got an enemy galley right away. Well, that is kind of annoying. So, Scout, you are going to get the... At this point, actually, the force defense and things is not as important. We'll just give you the +1 strength and then put you on auto-explore. You build a farm over here. You build a farm there and remove the forest, which is fine. What's the unhappiness rating? 14 turns. You know what? That's fine. +10 turns. That's fine. +10 turns here. Yeah, the growth thing. You know what? I don't think we're going to grow it yet. We'll wait until everything else kicks in. We're actually going to turn off your great scientists. Oh, we're going to get a great person next turn anyway. 71% chance of it being a great scientist, which hopefully is what happens. We'd love to build an academy. If we get a priest, we will probably... We could bulb, but it's probably going to bulb. What would the priest bulb? Here. You would probably... I don't know what symbol that is. Oh, theology. Might not complete it either. Now, do we want anything? We know someone's already picked up Christianity. We could enable theocracy, which has some potential for us, actually. We mostly have our army already. Yeah. I think what we'll do is just have them added to our city. Right, we've already done that once, so we probably actually will just do that again. Right, sink 1 turn into monarchy and then see if there's a trade. I suppose we could check now. He's cautious. Oh no, there's nothing to do there, and we probably can't do any trades over here. No one's got monarchy, really. Well, we'll start slowly progressing towards it. Let me kill that so that we can actually upgrade some military units for the start of the war in case it comes up. Catapult is done. More catapults. Great scientist. Wonderful. Spearmint is done. What is that? You know what? Oh god, it's going to take you forever to do anything. Well, that's not true, actually. That will flip around pretty fast over there, so it's going to be fine. A handful more catapults. We lose a mine with no option to do anything about it. That's really annoying. We've got a worker over here that we will instantly upgrade into an axeman to go and, well, he's just going to destroy that mine, which is really annoying, but then we'll blow him up next turn. Okay. Catapult. So, someone else got a great scientist. Sophia Brahe. Alright, so we are going to build the academy here. It's going to give us plus 50% beakers, which is going to be quite strong in this city, because we... Well, right now we're producing 0 because we've got everything turned down to nothing, but if I flip it around, 32, so it works out to an extra 16 beakers. We could also have them join the city and just generate 6 beakers per turn. Actually, slightly more than that because of various modifiers, but... And the academy is only going to help half the time, whereas this guy will always be generating beakers, even if I've got my science turned down to nothing. But we want an academy at some point, no matter what, and it will stack up quite nicely. Fortify. You spearmen, you can go over there. You build that road there just to get it finished. And yeah, we'll have to get you to rebuild that. Where'd my galley go? Did I already set on an explorer? I must have. God damn, you're annoying. And I can't reach you in 1 turn. And you're on a stupid hill. Can you double move over here? I don't think you can. You know, I suppose I should move you here. Just to make sure that you can't take my worker, although I don't think you can. God damn it. I want this guy on flat ground. I don't want to take these odds. Fortify. Swordman. Finish that chop. Good. And there you go. Oh, I should have gone that way, actually. You know what we're going to do? We're going to chop out a swordman right away. Because you're going to go for the copper, and then we'll have it available. Let's build a road that way, get that hooked up. This swordman, smash the crap out of that guy. That asshole. I'm not bitter. I don't know what you're talking about. Do we want to chop more things over here to help that out? I'm not sure. We might leave the forest for now. Oh, we can chop these hills, actually. That would be quite valuable. Speaking of chopping hills, let's go and get that set up there. I might want to guard the gold, but I think what I'm going to do is actually move my military unit. Well, no. You know what? I will guard the gold, because there's only an archer here, which is great. The swordman, I'm going to move to the front. There, that keeps 2 units over here because you know this thing is going to keep popping out, guys. I hope that we get a chance to claim Chinook. Once we get to the Forbidden Palace state, it'll be really good. We need, what, 6 courthouses to be able to build a Forbidden Palace, I think? Something like that. So, once we get there, then our troubles in terms of distance maintenance will go away. Yeah, settlers and all that is good, but more cats. You're going to come swing by over here and rehook that up. Parthenon has been built. That's fine. They can build a Parthenon if they want to. Fortify on the hill. Fortify here. Get to Ankara. Boom, 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 boom. Philosophy. Really? Went that route? God damn it. Alright, it's okay. We don't need to rush to monarchy yet. I will take that. That's fine. We're going to go that. Actually, we can build the road that way. That would be a pretty good shortcut to Ankara. Start mining. Not that you really have the food base to support these mines, but we may as well do something over here. You're unhappy, huh? Need a workboat. Oh, did something get torn up? Did we never get that set up? I don't know. Alright, this will be the last round of catapults. We've already built a lot. I don't know why we want a road here. Actually, it has no advantage to us. Best way to get rid of unhappiness? Murder people. Until it stops being a problem. For 18 turns. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, Swordman. We were very close to be able to launch our attack here. Very, very close. Go ahead and get that mining. Actually, these guys will be at a bit of a risk when the war starts. You know what? Instead of mining, we'll just get you to do a chop because it'll finish on time. You know what we're going to do? We're going to build a nice road to over here because we're going to want to colonize there at some point. Build me a couple of galleys. Oh, someone built the Great Library. We probably could have made it. But still, I don't like that. It was actually relatively close. Fortify. 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 There we go. Now there's a doom stack. Still a couple more people going. I think we probably... Well, we're going to have to let those 2 units heal up. And then we're going to move out with everything we've got. Here, we're going to get the Great Scientist going again. And we're going to... Oh, it's to hook up these clams. That's why they want the workboat. That doesn't help me in the short term. We're going to build the Haman. And just generally get that side of our empire going happily. We can probably max out science again at this point. I'm going to upgrade what units I can, which is like, what, 1 worker left? This might not even be worthwhile. Courthouses. All right, yeah, and then we'll have the Great Anarchy in 4 turns. Now that we're basically done building our actual units. And here they need 1 more turn. Actually, we can move out with what we've got now. I can grab everything, leave the 1 hurt unit behind as a garrison. Move up to here. Fortify until healed. You could actually use a few more archers because they're cheap and they're good for garrisoning things. Finish that shop. Head over there. You guys are going to be reinforcements. How many catapults do we have in this? 6, which is actually perfectly the right amount for the initial combat. We can actually start by just burning this down, because I have no intention of necessarily keeping this. Oh yeah, Incas are financial, aren't they? That's why he's getting the extra gold there. Burn this down, claim this one for the resources. We could just claim everything. How much? What's our break-even point here? Still at 60%? Oh, we can definitely afford to increase our empire. It's not a great site, but it's not bad. Finish the chop. Okay, we're going to put a cut in here. See you guys next time.